welcome back to my channel Pitol in Motion, a place for busy people and dream chasers looking to achieve their goals in a more efficient way. So if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Ira and I do project management, self-improvement and the occasional lifestyle video. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if that sounds like interesting content to you. And to my lovely subscribers coming back for another video, hello, welcome. Let's get straight into this one. All right guys, so as you can see, I'm back on my sofa and you already know what that means. That means we're here for another chit chat video. In these sofa chats that I do with you guys, I'm giving you more of an insight into my life as a PM, my highs, my lows, just everything that I'm going through to hopefully give you a bit more encouragement and also let you know that, you know, in this journey, we're all in it together. In this video, guys, I'm actually gonna open up about something quite tragic that happened to me probably about 6 months ago, but I'm very much not over it yet. You can probably tell what it is by the title down below, and that is my project getting canned. Now, if you're not from the UK or you're not British and you don't know what canned means, let me try to translate it. They basically said, I don't want to see you around here no more to my project. They said, so long, see you sucker, to my project. Like, damn, it's a cold world, guys. And I'm just not over it yet. But one thing I can say, and we're gonna get into, you know, what happened around that and, you know, what happened after my project got cancelled and why it got cancelled and all of these kind of things. You can also tell from the title below that I actually got promoted despite this happening, guys. So all I can say is there's a lot of lessons to be learned, but I also want to share why I think I got promoted and some tips you can take on board to hopefully go to the next level, even if things on your project ain't looking too sweet. So get your cup of tea. I got mine right here. And let's get it poppin'. So if you're new here, I'm just gonna do a quick intro into me. My name's Ira, like I said, I'm a project manager. I've been a project manager for 5 years now. And I started working at the company that I'm currently working at nearly 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. The type of projects that I currently deliver are consumer tech products. So effectively creating, designing, engineering and mass producing consumer products, tangible products into the home. So yeah, got this job, really excited about it, ready for a new challenge. It's not something I've done before. I used to work in IT, so completely different, still in the tech space, but different kind of delivery. So yeah, coming in here, I'm given a project and it's my first baby, by the way. Long story short, guys, after 2 years of being on the same project, they decided to can it. I need to put this into perspective. As a project manager, your project is your baby. Like, it is something that you work on. There's sweat, there's tears, there's frustrations, there's everything. But what keeps you going is knowing that one day this project, it will be out on the door. I'll see something shiny at the end. All the effort and all the time, I can see it at the end, yeah? And that's honestly what keeps me going as a PM when it does get frustrating and it does get stressful and all of these things. So imagine after 2 years of frustration, and I'm telling you guys, this project has been a challenging project. This project has had me questioning, what am I doing? After 2 years of that, effectively the business decided that the product that I'm currently making won't be a good match for their customers anymore. So it had nothing to do with my team, had nothing to do with our performance or anything like that. It was really just the business or clients in other people's circumstances saying, you know what? Change your direction, no one's gonna buy it no more. And it was because of the changes in the economy at the time. They thought it was a premium product that people might not be able to afford. It's got to go. And it makes sense, it's fine. But no, I get it, like the logic makes sense, but I've been working on this project for 2 years. For me as a PM, the joy of it is delivering, right? Being able to take something from A to B and deliver. Not only is it just satisfying for myself, but, you know, to other employers or to other contracts that I might take on in the future, they want to see what you have done, not what you nearly did, what you could have done. They want to see what you have done. So for me, after 2 years of something that was gonna get out the door very shortly after, it being canned, I'm thinking, all right, what have I done for the last 2 years? Like, what could I honestly say I've done? Like, if I was gonna update my resume right now, what do I say? Guys, I cannot lie. When this happened to me, I was so deflated. My team were deflated. I was deflated. Everyone was deflated. We got it, you know, we understood why. But it's a deflating place to be in. And a lot of people do ask me this question, oh, Aro, what happens if your project gets canned? What does that mean for you as a PM? And I'm here to honestly say that it could mean a range of things. If you're on a permanent role like me, usually if your project gets canned, all they'll do is remove you from obviously that project. I mean, it's gone now, but just put you on another project as a project manager. So you'll just move over. If you're on a contract, for example, and they had you brought in for that specific project and they decided to not go that way, then it is a lot higher risk. There is a higher risk that you will lose your job at the company because there's no longer that project specifically why they got you in for, kind of thing. But yeah, long story short, guys, I did not lose my job. You know, I was put on another project. But you do wrestle with the, okay, so what have I done? And, you know, what does this mean for my progression? That's really, really key. Now, to the glory of God, guys, I'm so very happy that my company recognized all my hard effort, the good structure I put in place, and all the governance I did to get the project to where it was. And as a result of that, I'm happy to say, guys, that your sis is now a senior PM. To the glory of God, I'm really happy I got promoted shortly after this project got canned. And a lot of people will be worried, like, how is that even possible? You know, you didn't actually deliver anything and you have nothing to show for it. I'm here to just encourage you that, yes, I don't have nothing to show for it. I'm still here, like, where I've been at this company nearly 3 years and I ain't done nothing on paper. But guys, I can honestly say that if you set good expectations and you exceed expectations, it's possible to still make the step up as a PM, even if you haven't delivered. And that's what's happened in my case. So anyway, guys, like I said, it's an emotional roller coaster. I'm still dealing with it. I'm not happy at the way, you know, my project was swapped underneath me. I don't blame my employer in any way, shape or form. I think it's just a PMing thing. It's your baby. Your baby was just cut. I do want to share with you guys some things that I believe, you know, I did and put in place so that even though my project did get canned, my efforts and my progression did not go amiss. I'm just gonna get into a couple tips, long story short. So when it comes to your appraisal time, they are already saying, yeah, this one, she a real one, he a real one. It's time to move them on up. Let me get into those tips right now. So the first tip, and by far the most important tip, guys, is to set expectations early. And this is something I did from the interview, right? A lot of people, you know, they get into an organization and they were like, okay, let's just see how it goes. And then maybe after 2 years, if they haven't promoted me, I'll ask for a promotion. No, you're not going to leave your fate and your progression in the hands of people that may not take it as seriously as you. You need to grab that and tell them, yo, this is what it's gotta be. For me, I remember my interview, I think it was my second interview at this company, sat down with the head of projects at the time, and I told him, look, I'm looking for somewhere that I'm gonna progress quickly. One, because I know I can deliver. I know that I have the skills to learn fast. I know that I can build teams. And I know that, you know, when you get me into this organization, you're going to see your value. So I want to make sure that you know that within 2 years, I'm looking at promotion. And I set that so early. I think, you know, when you do say it early, in the back of their heads, if you are performing, and it's been a year, you don't even have to say it. They know, you know, that first conversation you had, this girl's gonna be looking for something out after a while, looking for a step up or looking for a step elsewhere. So let me be on the ball. You have to set those expectations early. I definitely did. And I think when it did come to the time where I was having my one-to-one with the director of projects at the time, and I had my one-to-one directly with him. I put it in the diary and I said, look, I want to get promoted despite this happening. He said, it's already in the works. I said, I love that. Tip number 2 then, do not link your objectives to things you cannot control. And do you know what? I didn't even really think about this one. It was actually my boss, so not the director of projects, but the head of projects. She, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Anyway, she was the one, when we were putting my objectives together, she usually tells me to go and put my objectives for the year. Usually I have like 5 objectives I need to set for myself, and I set them, and I started to link some of my objectives to project performance. So say, okay, we're gonna get through this testing on time, or we're going to, you know, get to the end of the project, and based on that I should get a level whatever I get. She said, don't do that. And I was like, why? She was like, what if they can it tomorrow? And this was ages ago, right? Way before any of us even suspected that this thing could get canned. She said, do not link your objectives to things you cannot control, because if it should happen, right, and now you can't meet that certain target on paper, it is, how do I explain it? But like, it's based on nothing you could have controlled, so that's unfair on you. That would have really hindered my argument when I'm now, you know, hoping to get promoted. So make sure you definitely don't do that. Think deeper about what you can control in terms of building a team, in terms of clear communication to stakeholders, in terms of governance structures. Try to link your objectives for the year to those kind of things there. Tip number 3 then is to track all the good things that you are doing, all the feedback that you're getting from clients, from teammates, from everything. Anything that says this babe or this guy is doing well, make sure you write it down. Sometimes you'll need to be the one to initiate a promotion, and it's so much more helpful when you come with some data. When you come with, you know, this is why I should get promoted because bam, 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 on these dates. Can you see this client said this about me? If you have in an email, a client said, I really liked what you've done here, you've been outstanding, blah, 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 blah. Put that in a folder, call it receipts. Call it, I'm coming back to you, put it for my promotion. Whatever you want to call it, just put it in that folder so you have evidence, and it will really help to support your argument when you are looking to take the next step up. I do it all the time. I literally have a folder saying, you doing a great job. Number 4 then is to work above the level that you're currently at. And I know some people might disagree with this, but I'm going to stand by it. I've said it now, so I'm going to explain what I mean. If you're looking to take the next stage up and you know what it takes, you know what kind of things you're going to be doing as a senior PM or as a PM if you're trying to go from a project coordinator or support role to a PM, start doing those activities now. Be able to prove before you've even got the role that I am capable and this is the evidence to show it. For me, what did that mean? That meant when my boss was off, there were a number of people in the team, but I made the point that I wanted to cover for her. One, because I got a greater visibility at the program level with much higher stakeholders and also wider stakeholders, so a greater realm of people. 2, then I had to send reports or I had to send updates directly to her manager, right? And he got really good visibility of what I was doing, and he was able to see, okay, if this woman should, you know, decide not to come back or whatever, I could definitely do that. Now, I wasn't even going for my my boss's role, and she's smashing it. I ain't even trying to be a head of projects. I like to be in the nitty gritty. Point I'm trying to make is I was already performing over and beyond. So when it once again came to that conversation, which I actually didn't even need to do in the end, I was so ready to be like, oh, I'm already doing this. I don't understand why my name tag and my salary isn't reflecting this already. So make sure you do that one as well. And then my 5th tip, last but not least, I would say make your boss's job easier. Unblock things for them, lighten the load, do all of that. Your immediate boss is going to be your biggest advocate for your promotion. In some cases, they will be the one that actually decides whether to promote you or not. Sometimes it's them going to someone higher or someone that they report to go and advocate on your behalf. So you really want to be in a position where you've got a good relationship with them and they're able to really big you up to whoever's going to be that person that says, this person, I agree with you, let's get them promoted. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I have a fantastic boss. We work so well together. I support her, she supports me, and I could definitely say that our relationship, or the way I've been able to support her, she's appreciated that, she's seen that. So when it even came to writing up my mid-year review, the thing she was saying about me, I was like, who, me? I did that? I did that? It was really, really good. Now, I've seen examples of really bad managers and really good managers, and my conclusion from all of that is your manager can really be the biggest block to your promotion, to your progression, and all of those things. So it is really important that you have a manager that recognizes your effort, that you guys not necessarily get on well in like a pally way, but in a business way, in a professional way, you guys work really well together. And if all goes well, they will be an advocate for you in the end as well. All right, guys, so that is it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some useful tips of things that you should be thinking about if you're looking to get the next step up and how to prepare yourself for that. Let me know down in the comments below, what's your project saying right now? Has your project been canned before? Let's share our stories down below. And if you're looking to take the next step up, let me know also, are these tips helpful for you? But take care for now, guys, and I'll see you in my next one.